Good afternoon, everyone. This is Matt over at MilestoneCapitalGrowthPortfolio.com. Today is Tuesday, May 6th, and I just want to congratulate all the members in the chat room and that get our newsletter. Absolutely amazing profits the last 2 weeks. We're tracking several stocks that we trade the options on and also daily movers. But more importantly, what I'm going to do right now is go through a big list of some of the ones that we track, and we've made anywhere from 100 to 700% on some of these. So it's very important to be in live chat with us. There's several members in there, over 50 now, that are really enjoying what we're doing here. So stop in anytime. It's a great time. Membership members just go to the website milestonecapitalgrowth.com and become a member today. It'll be well worth it. I mean, any members would have made their money back just today alone. All right, let's take a look at the Dow first. The Dow, as I've been saying, I like this. I like this, and here's my prediction here. We had a little pop on this yesterday, and I still wasn't too sure about it based on the volume, and follow through was absolutely perfect today. And now we're down below the middle Bollinger Band, so we're going to test the 50-day moving average, break that, and go lower to the 200, and that is my feeling what's going to happen. Okay, so same thing with the SPY. It's looking the same way, and then we're going to get into some of these big ones. 50 days right here. Any support? Maybe get a little bounce, but if you notice real close, check out your middle Bollinger Band. Get a little curl to it. Yeah, I think this is it. High flyers are done. The market is going to start to head south. All right, so let's be on the train for the downside. We want to catch one of these. Everybody's well positioned. I was in the chat room today for this, and they're up huge right now. All right, let's take a look at PCLN first. PCLN, we do have earnings coming for this one, so don't get let's be careful with this one. We'll be in chat with that one and talk about strategy. One thing I want you to take note of is the 50-day moving average, how it's starting to curl to the downside, and also how it's in a downward pattern, and now it's not in this beautiful uptrend. Okay, I do have a target for PCLN. My target is going to be 854. Okay, I do have another lower target and on several of these other ones, but I just want you to see what our targets are, and we'll cruise right through these. Okay, so this is PCLN. We get the 200-day moving average and then the gap down here, and that's about it. But it's not in its uptrend anymore. It's in its downtrend. So ride the wave, folks. We'll manage it in the chat room. So stop in with us. All right, CMG, big win again. We nailed this down here for the ride down. Made some huge profits on that. Got some calls. Came up, like I said, hit the middle Bollinger Band. Absolutely perfect. And we're about to lose the 200-day moving average next. Took a nice dive today. And again, we're sticking to our target here with the gap fill of 446, 445.82 in that area. That's going to be pretty quick. So make sure you're with us trading that, although everybody's already positioned for it. Tesla has earnings tonight, so just a couple notes on this one. I don't know what's going to happen, but it did break its downtrend pattern, and it's now in an uptrend. It did take a hit today, about $10 down, and if we lose this trend line, okay, expect the 200-day moving average, but more importantly, I got a target of 128.88 on this one to catch this first gap right here. There is a little gap here at the 200-day moving average right there. Nope, that was filled. Okay, so it was this one only. I'm sorry. All right, so this one here at 128 area. Okay, so that's where I think Tesla's going on a miss. Uh, even if it beats, I still think it's coming down. I mean, you might get 1 day pop on it, but I still think it's coming down. So just keep an eye out for Tesla. Google, since earnings, we've been riding puts, and for a good reason here. Watching the 50-day moving average, watching the middle Bollinger Band, watching your Bollinger Bands. It's just falling apart, and had a nice little bounce here. Beautiful. The 200-day moving average got some calls, wrote it up to right around the middle Bollinger Band, and this is managed every day also. So just be with us. It's cool. We got the 200-day moving average sitting right here. That's about to be broken, and we do have the big gap fill that we're going for 453. So keep an eye on this one. We're going to get the 453 on Google before we get a nice size bounce to the upside. So we are in a downtrend pattern on these, and it is broken. High flyers are heading south. Apple, I think, is going to go a little bit higher. We had a nice drop today. Nothing spectacular. Came down, and here's our support line. So we have support. Tomorrow is going to be key to watch this. If this falls through the support, we're going to have the next level right here, but we're managing it in the chat room. We'll have that support right there at 590. If that does not hold, expect this to fall lower, but I think we're going to go higher, so we'll see what happens on that one. All right, Netflix, absolutely monstrous call today when it came up and hit the 200-day moving average in middle Bollinger Band. Could not break through it because we rode this down last time. We rode it up here to this area here, and now we're riding it back down again. We called that perfectly. The last three trades, absolutely phenomenal. So, all right, here we are right now going for a gap. Our target is 178.41 on Netflix. Yes, that will happen. All of this is going to happen. Mark my words, mark these charts. Remember this video. It will be on YouTube and on our website. So make sure you check these out and follow us, because Netflix, we filled our first gap. I set it up here. We're going to fill this gap. We filled this gap, okay, have some crazy consolidation, nice bounces, and now it's coming back down. It's just not going higher. It just can't do it. So keep it. You want to follow us? Follow us. There's also lower gaps on this, and we're going to manage them as we go down. Right now, we're going to be focused on the first one, which is going to be the 179 area. Okay, Amazon, AMZN. Goodbye, Amazon. All right, Amazon has a death cross taking place, very ugly. Okay, this one has just been coming down just like everything else. You can see the money's coming out of the market. There's a money shift going on. We said this gap was going to get filled here, and both gaps were filled. Okay, and now we have another gap that's going to get filled. That's a little bit lower here. I don't have it marked for you, but you write this number down, 226. 226 will be getting filled. This is a death cross, and we are heading to 226 on Amazon. Downside move coming. BIDU. BIDU, same thing, death cross brewing. Okay, it tried today with the 50-day moving average, and it's sitting right in the middle Bollinger Band. This is not going to hold up, folks. This is a high flyer that is going to come down. Okay, this is going to come down. A break is coming into place here, and we have a target here of 115, and that will come into play once we break the 200-day moving average. We're going to start to look at the 50-day moving average. See? You got to manage these charts on a daily basis, folks, weekly and monthly, so you can see what's coming, what's taking place. So come on in live chat with us. It's a blast. It's good. The membership fee will be paid for in a week. No doubt about it. ISRG. All right, ISRG. This is just a cluster. Yeah, you know the other word. All right, so consolidation area, way oversold. Just a train wreck chart. Huge moves to the upside, huge move to the downside. Trying to consolidate right now. It's in a consolidation box. It's due for a bounce. I don't know if it's going to get one. If it does, look for the 200-day moving average, actually a little above it, to the 410.24, and then head back down again. Okay, so I think it's going to get this little gap right here, and then head south again if it can get going. If it can't get going, goodbye ISRG. It's going to head much lower. All right, Twitter. Yeah, Twitter's a train wreck. Closed low of the day, just keeps dropping. It's an absolute mess. I mean, I can look at it on the weekly, and you can see, what do? You ride it to 30, 29, 20, or is it Facebook going to hit 19? I'm going to think it's going to hit 15. That's what we're predicting, 15 on Twitter. Okay, it is getting oversold. It's very oversold. Needs a bounce. So if you want to trade a bounce, you can trade a bounce. Play it. We're not touching it. We're waiting until we get a confirmation on the bottom, and then we'll trade accordingly. Facebook, Facebook is underneath the middle Bollinger Band now on the weekly. So. All right, so it is coming down, unfortunately. Great earnings, powerhouse. It's under on the daily. We get a rounded 50. We get a downtrend coming here on the Bollinger Bands. So, and you get your 200-day moving average. It did close this gap, like we said. Okay, here's the hammer that came into it. We did get this gap. It looks like it's coming down. If it does come down more, look for the 200-day moving average. There is an ugly gap down here at 26. I don't think it's going to come down there. I think it's too valuable for that. So I would focus on the 200-day moving average and then just consolidate across before deciding what's going to happen next. So that's Facebook for you. All right, these are all the high flyers, folks, that we track on a daily basis. It's very, very lucrative in options. So if you can catch them on the 1-hour chart, 15-minute chart, to position yourself for the daily moves. And that's what we do. So we want to make sure that everybody has the perfect opportunity to maximize the profit on every single trade. So if you're not a member, make sure you join us, milestonecapitalgrowthportfolio.com. You'll be glad you did. All right, this is Matt. We will see you tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone.